I got a very interesting one for you today. Now, here's the thing. When you see news about alligators, which, granted, I know that I talk about alligators a lot here. I'm around a lot of alligators, so it comes to mind. And when I see stuff like this, I feel like a lot of Florida stuff has gotten a bad rep recently. And there's a lot of things that are going on in Florida that I believe are purposefully put out there, like how alligators are becoming this big problem. I believe it's on purpose. Same thing with the pythons. It's reptiles. It's like there's like a concerted effort to make them look as bad as possible. And maybe I'm reading too far into it. I probably am, but that's just what it feels sometimes. So when I see this article and I read it, it doesn't make any sense to me. And I will show you why. A man wrestles a 12-foot alligator to free dog from its mouth. And this happened in Oviedo, which is outside of Orlando, which is like literally like an hour away from where I'm at right now. A Florida man has wrestled a 12-foot alligator after it lunged from the water and grabbed his dog. The man and his partner had been walking the dog in Riverside Park in Oviedo, near Orlando, last week when the attack occurred. After the alligator snatched the pup, the man leaped on the reptile's back. He wrestled the alligator until it unclenched its jaws from around the dog. The dog, whose species is not known, was rushed to a local veterinary hospital with severe injuries after the ordeal. Following the incident, the FWC sent a trapper to the area to remove the alligator. It was euthanized the next day. We knew that he was a dangerous alligator, a very large alligator. Alligator trapper Jerry Flynn, whose nephew euthanized the alligator, told Fox 35. Flynn believes the alligator could have attacked a human. Newsweek has asked the FWC for comment by email. It is not uncommon to find alligators at Riverside Park in Oviedo. Florida is home to about 1.3 million alligators. They mostly prefer swamps, blah, 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 blah. These attacks are extremely rare. Okay. Does anything sound weird in that? Like, if just listening to the article, does anything sound strange? Besides saying that the species of dog is not known. The dog whose species is not known. I know I'm just digging into it a little bit, but like, so whoever wrote this article is not the smartest cookie. Just the way the events happen doesn't seem like how events like this would happen. And I looked into it some more because it just doesn't seem right. A guy jumped on the back of a 12-foot alligator who was attacking his dog. First off, if you've ever been around alligators, once the gator is above like 8 feet, they are so strong, it's not even funny. If a 12-foot alligator comes out of the water and grabs your dog, either that dog's dead. That dog's destroyed. There's nothing coming back from that. B, you're not stopping that alligator by jumping on its back. That alligator's way stronger than you. It doesn't make any sense that he jumped on the alligator's back and the dog was fine. But then I read a different article. This one is by the New York Post. And it says sort of the same thing. An alligator snatched by a couple in Florida. An alligator snatched a couple's dog in a Florida park last week, but the man managed to free the pet after jumping on the reptile's back. The duo had taken the pooch for a walk Friday at Riverside Park in Oviedo, Florida, when a 12-foot alligator came out of the water and grabbed the dog in its mouth, according to city officials. The man then jumped on the gator's back and freed the dog. A boyfriend and girlfriend were walking their dog in Riverside Park in the back along the Little Econ River when an alligator came out and snatched it. According to the staff, not witness, the boyfriend jumped on the alligator to rescue the dog. They were able to free the animal. No 911 call was made at the time, and park staff were not notified until the following day. The dog is reportedly receiving treatment at a local animal hospital. Its condition is unknown. And this is the alligator. That's a pretty big alligator. I mean, that looks like a 12-foot alligator. I mean, look at the size of this thing. This thing has to weigh 500-600 pounds. I could probably be wrong on that. I don't know how big a 12-foot alligator is, to be quite honest, but it's big. After learning about the incident, the park staff contacted FWC, who then trapped the alligator later that day. The gator was euthanized. It was 12 feet 6 inches long. The dog owners are highly discouraged from walking their pets near any body of water due to the dense alligator population. Yeah, that's common sense. See, that's this. When I don't understand this, because I'm even reading this article and it doesn't make any sense. One, they didn't call 911. They didn't let people know until the next day, and he jumped on a 12-foot alligator's back. It's possible, I guess. It doesn't seem likely. I just don't. It's, to me, and this is just a little conspiracy theory here, unless the dog is like, they have like, they got to come out with a picture of the dog. Let me see what this dog looks like. Is this dog wrecked? Did this dog get destroyed? Is its legs broken? Did it have internal organ injuries because the gator has hundreds of pounds of bite force pressure that it can just... Like, look at the size of this thing. I don't care how big that dog is. If this thing grabs onto a dog, that's it. I want to see proof, because to me, what I believe happened is they see that alligator. They did not like that an alligator that big was near where they were walking their animal. And then they found an excuse to get it put down. Maybe the dog got a little scrape, hurt itself, whatever. I seriously doubt that this happened the way they say it does, or did. And I hope I'm wrong. If anyone related to this can show me, like, tag me in something showing me that I'm wrong, I will gladly take it back, but I don't believe so. I don't believe so. This is as fishy as it gets for me. But what do you think? Comment down below. I think that people are trying to freak others out about gators, or that people who are moving here who don't like the alligators here see it when they're walking their dog and go, I want to get rid of that animal because it scares me. And that's what I think is happening. Oh, there's plenty of alligators. There's 1.3 million in the state. They can just be put down whenever. I want to see proof. Because that gator's been there for how long? I mean, that gator's been there for years. And all of a sudden now it decides to come out and attack somebody's dog. I don't really believe it, to be quite honest with you. But again, I could be wrong. I'm not saying anything for sure. Let me know what you think down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I got some exciting things coming up. Super exciting things coming up. I'm going to be doing a couple videos here pretty soon that are going to be a different pace, kind of on pace with what I was doing before, with like the Grizzly Man and stuff like that. More research based videos rather than going over articles. I'll be doing this still, but let me know what you guys want to see, because that's what I want to come out with. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you on the next one. Stay wild.